Call of Duty just made some pretty significant changes to the upcoming Black Ops 7. In a recent tweet that they just dropped today, they're going to be talking about how they're changing crossover, what that means going forward from Black Ops 6 and into Black Ops 7 and even Warzone. So we're going to talk more about that, guys. So buckle up, get ready, and here we go. So first off, let's just go with the tweet, right? It says, first off, thank you. Call of Duty has been fueled by the community. Every match, every clip, every bit of feedback, you've shaped this franchise right alongside of us. We know there's been a lot of conversation recently about the identity of Call of Duty. Some of you have said we've drifted that from what made Call of Duty unique from the first place: immersive, intense, visceral, and in many ways grounded. That feedback hits home and we take it seriously. So I have an idea that this is talking about what the skins are today, right? The Beavis and Buttheads, the American Dad, just the kind of goofy, silly, funny skins that aren't really mil-sim and are definitely a lot more bright, funny, goofy. And it's definitely been hitting the timeline. It's definitely been a little bit more of like that kind of conversation that's been going on of like, what does Call of Duty look like, right? So this is exactly what's going on right here. And they're going to hit it. So carry forward update, operator skins and weapons from BO6 will no longer carry forward to BO7, but will still work in Warzone. So that's good. I mean, I'm mostly a Warzone player anyway, so it doesn't really affect me. But let's see, XP tokens and gobblegums will continue to carry over, which is good. I mean, as they should. That's has nothing to do with anything about like, because they're talking about what they want the game to look like, right? They want it to look and feel and have an identity of a certain thing. Because I think a lot of the backlash from BO6 was it was an 80s or a 90s or whatever it was, what genre it was. And it didn't really hit, like there wasn't really a lot of skins that hit that 80s like mark, right? It didn't look like an 80s game. It didn't, you know, there was no identity to it, kind of just was all over the place. So, and to that I can kind of agree, right? If you have something that's set in a certain genre, maybe it should look like it's set in that genre. But okay, so let's see, what are we missing? Oh, here we go. Fighting cheaters. Ricochet is added new detection tool, secure boot / TPMM 2.0. I don't know what that is. PC to stop cheaters earlier. So that's good. That's coming up. We kind of already knew about that. I don't know if this really means anything. Or if they're just kind of trying to slap it on with this so it acts like it's more. But we'll see what this looks like. And so they got a blog, okay? But this seems to be like, this kind of seems like it's kind of has BF6 written on it, right? BF6 came in, they said, this is our game, this is what it looks like, this is our identity. And we're not gonna like get goofy, we're not gonna do anything. It's gonna be a strict like military shooter. This is who we are, right? No goofy skins, just strict business. And so I think that because they kind of put their foot in the ground and they were like, this is what we want our game to look like, this is what it's going to look like, don't have to worry about any of those silly skins. You get something like this, and Call of Duty kind of is saying, oh, you guys are getting more pre-orders than us. And this is, I'm just assuming this is all has to do with pre-orders. And speaking of, anybody who did pre-order with the notion before that, oh, all my skins are going to carry over now, you're like, if that was a reason to pre-order, they took that away real quick. And that's another reason why I think you should wait to pre-order, because you don't know what else is going to happen. We have a few months, right? Maybe around the beta time you can think about pre-ordering, because I think that's going to be in early access is the betas. If you pre-order, might be worth it then. But they do have an open beta if you're not doing content and you really don't need to get on there early. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of unfortunate for the people that did pre-order. I'm sure you could get your pre-order refunded after this, because this is a pretty big thing, especially if you thought all your skins were going to come. But this is a big reason, and I think why a lot of people say wait to pre-order. Not even just for gameplay now, because we don't even know what else they're gonna take away. You know, a lot of the stuff that I think, you know, there could be changes that people are asking for. If they're not making changes that you want to see, why pre-order the game? You know, if you don't like the way that they're doing their movement, or if you don't like the way, you know, they're handling their ricochet, their anti-cheat, right? And they're saying they're going to change it too. That might be a reason to pre-order. But if you're not seeing the changes you want to see, that is not a reason to pre-order yet, because they haven't showed you anything. So this is definitely because of pre-orders, though, for sure. I think that they're trying to match Taylor to BF6 and be like, I think they were 8th on the list, and BF6 had 2 of theirs. I think their $100 version was like number 4, I think, on the list, and the top 10 on PlayStation. So this is definitely them trying to keep up with BF6. All right, let's look at this blog real quick, okay? Okay. So let's see, blah, blah, blah. We kind of read all that. We all know the conversation. Okay. We know there's been a lot of conversation recently about the identity of Call of Duty. Some of you have we have drifted from the Call of Duty. Okay, we've read that. Throughout the development, Treyarch and Raven's North Star has been delivered spiritual successor to Black Ops 2 while taking some big swings. You'll see it across BO7's multiplayer, zombies, and co-op campaign, including Endgame, and even Dead Ops Arcade 4. Over the years, we've had a variety of games and experiences that fans have enjoyed, from the Modern Warfare series to the Black Ops series and beyond. Today, we wanted to share with you some of the ways we're approaching things with BO7. What's changing and why? Okay, so we read that. Obviously, the operator skins, but the battle pass or the double XP tokens and the gobblegums will still carry forward, so that's good. Fighting cheaters. Cheaters ruins matches, and we know how frustrating it is. In Black Ops 6, we've made solid progress shutting down cheat makers faster, reducing response times, and cleaning up leaderboards. For BO7, we're going further. As we previously detailed in our recent progress report, starting November 14th, PC players will need to enable Secure Boot and TPM 2.0 on PC, giving us stronger tools to block cheats at the system level. New detection and mitigation system will also roll out, built to kick cheaters earlier and harder. Some will be tested during the beta. The full suite will go live at launch. We've committed to staying ahead and protecting fair play. So it says live at launch. I wonder what that means, if they're meaning the launch of the game, or if they mean at the launch of integration of Warzone. I guess we'll be able to see. That's very up, but we'll see. It does say BO7, so we'll hopefully it's BO7. Your feedback matters in Black Ops 6. In Black Ops 7, bundles and items will be crafted to fit a Black Ops identity to hear the feedback, and we deliver a better balance toward the immersive core of Call of Duty experience. A ton of feedback has already gone into Black Ops 7, and in the coming weeks, you'll learn much more directly from Treyarch. Here's some of the info you can look forward to from the studio. Multiplayer, additional info, maps, weapon system, refined movement, updates. So that'll be interesting to see what we're looking at. Movement. What are we doing to ensure the core moment-to-moment gameplay experience takes a leap forward? Zombies, more info into the launch content, and new Wonder Vehicle. Ooh, Wonder Vehicle, that sounds cool. Details, Darker Ether, deeper dive into gameplay systems. Progression for the first time. Crossplay, we kind of knew that. Classic Prestige returns with new weapon prestige. Weekly challenges, we kind of knew all this. Call of Duty Next and beta. Mark your calendars. Call of Duty Next September 3rd. Early access beta October 2nd. Okay. Well, I think it's safe to say that, they're going to be... Call of Duty is definitely changing a lot of what they're doing because of BF6. And that's good. We need some competition. The Call of Duty definitely needed some competition. I definitely think that this is something that's definitely going to be good for the community, good for Call of Duty. We'll see exactly where they're going to go from here. It looks like they're boosting up their anti-cheat. The skins thing, no matter what side you're on, if you just don't like the skins, don't buy the skins. I don't think anybody playing the game should be so bothered on what people spend their money on and what game they're playing and why they look so weird. Especially because I feel like a lot of people just want to complain about stuff just to complain about stuff. At least these wacky skins and goofy skins, yeah, it might not fit the genre of it, of what you're playing, and if you're trying to play a mil-sim shooter, or if you're trying to get a deep immersive military type gameplay, I guess, right? At its core, I feel like Call of Duty's kind of already been a funny, weird, wacky, arcade shooter. I never really took it. I think after I think after Boots, when they added jetpacks to the game, I think it kind of was okay, then we're not really kind of over all of that stuff, right? They took it back a little bit for Vanguard and World War II. I don't know, man. It just doesn't seem like that big of a deal to me. I don't care all that much, but I also play Warzone and I also come from Fortnite. So playing Fortnite and understanding like the battle royale, it's just such a big experience. I think it's kind of cool to have different skins and different kind of, because we've had different kind of, you know, events as well, of where Godzilla was in the game back in the day, you know, so and even Krampus was in the game, and so we've had like these like zombies are in the game, you know, so it's definitely not like, I don't know, it's definitely not like Tarkov or anything like that. So I don't think that like it's really that big of a deal. But I mean, to some people it could be. I think that if people just want to spend their money on something, then they're gonna spend their money on something. If you don't like it, then I guess you don't like it. But I don't know. If you're trying to play some kind of milsim shooter, I think your Call of Duty is just not the game for you. I just don't know. It's a big game though. There's a lot of people play this game, so obviously people are gonna feel some kind of way because, you know, they grew up playing when Call of Duty was just all, you know, military skins. So, but whether you like the skins or you don't like the skins, I would definitely hold off on pre-ordering. I think that's probably the bigger takeaway here, guys. I do appreciate you guys hearing me yap. That's probably it. I don't really got much more for you guys today, but it is pretty crazy news. I wonder what they're going to do next. I think that it's going to be really interesting. The closer we get, the more we learn about this game. If they're going to make more changes that they promised, or if they're going to take anything away, or what exactly is in store for us. But it is definitely ramping up. We are getting closer to the BO7 launch, so stay tuned. You're going to want to make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and keep those post notifications on so you don't miss out on any more news like this one, guys. I appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.